Allegiant Stadium now. They're live in Las Vegas where we have Tahj Brooks on. We're very excited to talk to him. Tahj, first, thanks for joining us, and how's Vegas treating you?
Sure do well. Thank you for having me. It's been a fun time being here.
TahjTime.com is up and running. Take us through the process of how that came to be and just how excited are you to have that up and running?
Team in Texas Tech, and then they created like a Tahj Time link, and it really just shows my stats from our first game to our last game, and it's tracking how long I can till I break the Texas Tech rushing record and how many yards each game and touchdowns and all sorts of stats that they track. And then I have like my NIL platforms like Instagram, Twitter, influencer things like that, so people can reach out to me for NIL opportunities.
You mentioned, that rushing record that'll be on a countdown yardage-wise on that site. What would it mean to break Byron Hanspard's rushing record?
First and foremost, a blessing. That's just something I've been working hard for since last year and since I came back to school, and that's something I want to break and want to have my name at the top of the list. And then for second, it's just really just the work I've been putting in with my family, been seeing it, my coaches, Coach McGuire's been seeing it. Everybody's been seeing how much work I put in just to strive to break that record, and then, of course, always taking one game at a time.
Hey, Tahj, Mike Gustafson here. Hey, what can you tell us about the rest of the running back room?
Definitely, I feel like after me, it's straight. I want to say dogs in that room. Besides me, it's Cameron Valdez. He's a speedster, but he also comes with a lot of power. It takes a lot of people to tackle him. And then behind him, or kind of on the same pedestal as him, is Cameron Dickey. He's a freshman that came in the spring, enrolled early. He's kind of from back home. He's from the same area I'm kind of from, so we kind of know each other. And he's a person to deal with. I feel like he's kind of like my younger self when I was younger. He's like a freshman year of me, but in my opinion, he's way better than me my freshman year. And then we got another guy named Jacoby Williams, and he's going to be a speedster for sure. He's going to be a guy you can get in with routes. You can put him in the slot and do different things with him. You can put him on jet sweeps and things because he's super fast. So our room in there, I feel like our room is very developed in a way, but very has a lot of dogs and has a lot of guys, has a lot of playmakers.
So, you mentioned a couple of guys right there in the room with Cameron and Jacoby, but when you look at new faces, whether freshmen or, some of the guys you brought in through the transfer portal, who's really stood out to you as a player?
First and foremost, I want to say our offensive linemen that we brought in, Vinny, DC, Davion Carter, Sterling Porches, and then some of the two receivers we brought in, Caleb Douglas and Josh Kelly. Those guys are all playmakers, and they know how to play the game. They played a lot of football just like myself, and a lot of people on the team that's veterans. And then for the freshmen, I feel like that whole class came in really locked in and really trying to learn and convey our culture, trying to build in the culture, trying to listen to the older guys and just learn and then just ask questions when needed.
How have you seen the offensive line as a unit, progress in this offseason from last year?
Those guys have gotten a lot closer, especially like in spring ball. Last year, a lot of holes weren't really opening for me and the guys that's in our room. And then now this year, spring ball, we had probably one of the best spring ball running the ball. Like, it's been the average per carry, maybe, I want to say like 6-7 yards per carry in spring ball. No knock it to our defense, but those guys are moving the piles and pushing double teams to the linebackers and things. And it's been amazing seeing those guys work, especially shout out to Clint McGuire, the offensive line coach. He pushed them guys to another pedestal, and I can't wait to see what we do this fall.
Hey, Tahj, there's been so much conversation about Baron Morton's shoulder. What can you tell Red Raider Nation about what you're seeing from him this summer?
He's back to 100%. I seen him. We threw last Thursday, and he threw me a wheel route, and it felt like just like the game, like how I will be in the game. And I feel like he's back to 100%. That injury is something he overcame, and he's still doing his rehab and stuff. He's on top of it and attacking it every day. And I feel like he's 100% right now. And he's throwing it. He's throwing in football schools and things like that. So he's going to be a different Baron Morton this season. I can't wait.
You're in year 3 as a player under Coach McGuire. Are there any differences you've seen from his approach from when he first got there to this offseason?
For sure, not really a difference, but more just bringing guys along and bringing guys building into our culture, which is becoming a brand, which is the toughest, hardest working, most competitive team in the country. And you can say, like, every coach knows that. Every coach is like, okay. But this year, I feel like we're more player-led than anything. Like, our 5 captains that we brought with me, Jacob Rodriguez, Bryce Ramirez, Baron Morton, Caleb, and myself, we all kind of lead our team, like, as a player. Like, it's not really guys. Coach McGuire's not getting on guys. Like, we'll come talk to guys, be like, hey, guy, you gotta fix this, or we gotta work with you on this, and just building guys up confidently within on and off the field issues and things like that. But I feel like this team's more player-led than anything, and then once being a player-led team can hopefully get you to that national championship.
Hey, are you guys excited about the south end zone and all the construction and all?
I can't. It's crazy because I was telling Baron our last interview, it's gonna be crazy our first game, especially it's a night game and our new end zone's being built, and then we get to move in there maybe towards the end of this month. Oh, it's gonna be filthy. And I can't wait to see how it looks.
How do you guys handle like chomping at the bit at this point, in the summer? Because it feels like you're so close to the season, yet you're so far. You talk about like the excitement of playing in the Jones and with the new end zone. Like, how do you handle that level of, I guess, readiness?
Really just staying steady, sticking to our plan within our strength coaches and things, and because our strength coaches, they kind of keep us humble. They tell us when we're not doing good. They tell us when, you're kind of not good at this spot, and just working on your weaknesses right now. So when the fall comes, we can turn those weaknesses into strengths. So I feel like really just keeping us humble, keeping the main thing, and just working, going in every day working, knowing like you can get passed up, and knowing there's a lot of competition on this team. So.
Hey, let's talk about 3-stripe life. What are you seeing from Adidas?
Oh man, you seen the uniforms? I know y'all seen the uniforms.
Yeah,
It was nice. That was just a little taste, and the cleats are amazing. The shirts that we got today that we're wearing at Big 12 Media are made, and they feel good on mine. They feel good wearing them. I can't thank Adidas enough, man. It was just a blessing being. Not saying Under Armour wasn't what it was. I loved Armour. I love Under Armour. I love what the gear they gave us, but Adidas, they're giving us a lot more things and a lot more things for football players to be successful, and I love that.
Tahj, we really appreciate you spending some time with us. Have a great time the rest of Big 12 Media Days, and hey, man, good luck this season.
Yes, sir. Thank you all.